kid to sail, it changes them. It teaches them science without the work or the stress of learning science. It teaches you why you learn science. It teaches leadership, it teaches responsibility, and it's a lot of fun. And when we moved here, one of the reasons we wanted to move to Jeffreys Point, quite frankly, is I wanted a great place to volunteer. I walked down the hill and said, how can I volunteer? And they said, absolutely, we'd love to have volunteers. And it's a great organization. We do a lot of work with the veterans to take people who might be physically challenged out sailing and allow them to do more than just go on a boat ride. We let them sail the boat. We teach them how to sail the boat. And it's incredibly empowering when you're faced with that kind of a challenge to be able to sail the boat yourself.
It's a nonprofit organization. We do a lot of work with inner city kids, troubled children that have difficult backgrounds as well. We have a major adaptive program, so people with physical and cognitive disabilities, they're able to come and sail with us. And the Sailing Center is it's a great opportunity for people to see the city from a different perspective, to get out on the water. It's a great team building experience. It really teaches leadership, and it's a really unique platform for people to learn and get to experience the city and the environment.
Something about sailing in and of itself, because there's no motor pushing you along, it's the elements. And so being on the water, feeling the motion of the boat, it's very visceral and it's very tactile. And for a lot of people who don't have the full range of other physical capacity, it's a very different environment. The environment in general is not set up for people with disabilities to get on the water. And so this is a unique opportunity, the way these boats are set up and the way the adaptive equipment that they have here. I mean, I checked it out before I came out here. It's set up to make it possible. And I think there's something humans connect with about the motion of water. We start in water, you know, so I think that's really, really visceral for folks.
That's one thing I think is really awesome about this place and why so many people stick around, because they come here and they realize it's a really, it's a really genuine, community-driven place. It's really about giving people an opportunity that they would probably never have in their life, even though they live so close to the water. It's just so expensive of a hobby, and to have a place where you can come for if you have to pay for a member, it's still a very cheap amount of money compared to pretty much anywhere else in the world, honestly, to go sailing. And of course, for the adaptive community, I mean, that's something that you never expect you'll be able to do in your life. But Piers Park, offers the opportunity, and I think that's one of the reasons why I'll always love this place and always want to be here, is because that has never changed. That's always been about serving people that would usually never be able to get that opportunity.
I now have been to 2 Paralympics. I've been on the U.S. team about 9 different times. I was lucky enough to be the first woman to ever make it in the Paralympic realm, and it really, sailing has taken me quite far. And I've been to about, I think, 11 different countries as a result of just getting on a sailboat one day. I first came here in about 1999 for a sailing clinic for people with disabilities, and I just thought it was such a neat place. And our dock is a really unique situation for people in wheelchairs and people with disabilities, where this ramp will stay at a nice angle to use no matter what the level of tide is. And so that was something that you just don't get really anyplace else other than here at Piers Park.
I think it has a major impact on people's lives. Anyone that's been affiliated with it stays or comes back and contributes. And I think once you become a part of it, you realize how special it is, and you want to keep that involvement.
I have been involved with Piers Park Sailing Center since I was 12 years old. I learned how to sail here when I was a kid. And I just started this week on Monday as the executive director of the organization, and I'm very, very excited to be back here at a place that really had a huge positive impact on my life when I was a kid, and so many others, and I'm just incredibly ecstatic to see all of them here today helping out and volunteering, and taking people out in the community to get access to the waterfront. I think there is something about sailing that is unique. It's not like most other team sports where you have camaraderie, but it's about like winning or losing games. It's a different kind of camaraderie that you build because you rely on the other people for your safety. You have to bond with them, and that creates a different kind of empathy than what you would get in really any other kind of sporting activity, because it's like survival. You get to learn respect for the ocean and for Mother Nature, and your connectedness to it. And the unique thing about this program is that you are with people that you probably wouldn't be with otherwise. So you take people of all levels of physical ability. So our youth development program is totally inclusive, and our dock is the only completely adaptive dock on Boston Harbor. So you have people from these very diverse backgrounds, all walks of life. You have people of all different levels of physical ability, all included in the same process of learning how to sail, keep each other safe, and bond on Boston Harbor. That creates an experience that lasts, obviously, for the rest of many of these people's lives and really impacts them in a profound way. And that's why we have so many people that come back and continue to contribute to the organization, because of what a huge difference it made in their life as a child. And we know that's a big, huge part of childhood development, is being able to bond with your peers, with other people around you. That's healthy development for teenage kids. And we do it here in a way that I don't think people really get the opportunity to do in other places because of how tight-knit the group is.
I know for a fact that Piers Park Sailing Center has had a huge impact in a lot of people's lives, because I am one of those people. So I'd like everyone that's here that in some way, any way, has been positively impacted by Piers Park Sailing Center to please step up front right here so we can get a photo of all of the lives that have been changed because of this place. Come on, please, to the front. And let's take a look at how many lives have been changed because of this incredible place. You can go on to become a state senator, a representative, you can be a nonprofit manager, a nurse, a doctor. We've had graduates of Mass Maritime, Navy commanders. We have so many people that have gone on to do great things because of the changes that this sailing center has made in their life.